The power of a tree. Trees. We see them everywhere, lining streets, shading parks, standing tall on mountaintops. They're part of the backdrop, a fixture of our everyday lives, often unnoticed. But one particular tree taught me a lesson I'll never forget. It was a sprawling oak in my grandmother's backyard. Its branches stretched out like welcoming arms, providing shade and shelter to countless birds, squirrels, and bugs. My grandmother used to say it had been there for nearly a century, standing strong through storms, droughts, and seasons of change. To me, as a child, it was the ultimate playground, a fortress, a lookout tower, a castle. One summer, a terrible storm swept through our town. Winds howled, lightning cracked, and rain poured down in sheets. By morning, many trees had fallen. Branches littered the streets, and people were out clearing debris. Yet, when I went to check on my grandmother's oak, there it stood, just as solid as ever, its roots firmly gripping the earth. "This tree is special," my grandmother said. "It's been through worse." The following autumn, I watched as the tree's leaves changed, turning from green to vibrant reds and oranges. Soon, they began to fall, leaving the branches bare and stark. I asked my grandmother why trees lost their leaves, and she explained that it was a way of conserving energy for the cold winter. "It lets go of what it doesn't need so it can stay strong," she said. "It's how it survives." Her words stuck with me, but I didn't fully understand them until years later. As I grew up, life threw its share of storms my way. I faced setbacks, heartbreaks, and moments when everything seemed to crumble. During one particularly challenging time, I lost my job and was struggling to make ends meet. I felt uprooted, as if everything I'd worked for had fallen away. The weight of uncertainty pressed down on me, and I began to lose hope. One day, while visiting my grandmother, I sat under that old oak tree, now older but still standing strong. I thought about the storms it had weathered, the leaves it had shed each year. I realized that perhaps I, too, could let go of things weighing me down. I didn't need to hold on to every failure, every disappointment. Like the tree, I could release what I no longer needed to survive. As the months passed, I focused on simplifying my life. I let go of unhealthy habits, toxic relationships, and the pressure to be perfect. With each step, I felt lighter, more grounded. I didn't rebuild my life overnight, but slowly, I began to grow in new directions, finding opportunities I hadn't seen before. The unexpected twist, it was letting go, not holding on, that made me stronger. Now, every time I see a tree, I remember the oak in my grandmother's backyard. Its branches taught me about resilience, its roots about strength, and its leaves about the wisdom of release. Trees endure not by resisting the wind but by adapting to it. And like them, we, too, can find power in letting go, allowing ourselves to grow in ways we never imagined. So, the next time life feels overwhelming, think of a tree in autumn. Remember, strength isn't just about holding on, sometimes, it's about letting go.
Subscribe to my channel.